What's fucking good? Don't flop all fucking day. That was a lot of swearing in the first 5 seconds. It's all good. It's legal. Let's keep it moving. We're here at the final event of 2021. It's been an amazing year. Big up everybody that came into next in line. Special thanks to everybody from Bristol that came to 13. We are here at the final clash of the year. We're here at Half Moon in Putney. Big up them for having us. We're here South West London. First ever event in South West. I'm definitely going to be back. We're here at one of the main event a cappella battles of the day. MC's on my right hand side. Is it your first time teaming up? It is, or it's not? It is. But again, they talked about it 20 times. First time officially, we got Impact and Chance Twister. Make some noise. All these teams, they're new officially, but they're not new. Like, we've been talking about this for like 5 years. Impact and Twist finally fucking both debuted 10 years ago next year. Finally fucking trying out. This guy looks younger than when he tried out. This guy looks... Twist took his age and on the left hand side. They had a classic battle in August at Next in Line. First time teaming up from the Southwest. We got Frost and Frankie It's going to be a serious fucking clash. 3 rounds on the clock. As always, when you're watching this battle, tweet us on @Don'tFlop. Same on the Instagram, on Facebook, all of that good stuff. Leave a comment, please. Leave a comment below with your opinions. We chose off camera. They want to flip. Frankie and Frost are going to go first. Round number 1, second hand smoke. The first ever 2-on-2 event. Frost and Frankie, let's set off.
Yo, Frost! Yo, what you saying, Big Frank? You seen the message saying Twist and Impact? We should miss that. I'm with, man, but on this hand, who else is dumb enough to come and step outside? We need to take what we've got, forget our pride. We're making impact with this team shit. Get our stripes and take Twist for a spin. Test our drive. Like, I hope Impact and Taylor are ready.
Because this could have been any combination of deadly names you present me.
Bring me Jason and Freddy.
And the gloves are coming off.
I'ma take his machete. I've got a blade in a I've got a blade in a rave. Blood sprays, it gets messy. You get me?
We got things there that can ease what's cold like paracetamol. But at events, they're usually fizzing off that water like a solute tab.
You ain't got new tracks. You do fake in this thing. People grew up around you, watch you like...
Wait, what? Who's that?
They ain't here to watch you rap, blood. You not Tupac.
They came here to watch you act like Tom Cruise and...
John Cusack, blood. Move back. These men got less flavour than rice cakes. And he ain't... Now move back. These man got less flavour than rice cakes, and he ain't been popping since MySpace. You get lined up on road like the bike lane. We got Impact with Frost like the Ice Age.
Oh my days, these guys ain't been relevant since 08. But let me guess, blood. Who's next up? Get fucked. It get wild in Chelsea like the Headhunters, and I ain't seen tongue on shit since Step Brothers.
Against us, Impact's never made one. He's got 40 battles out. Can you name one? In prep for this battle, I had to go and play some. I searched for his best battle. Blood, there ain't one. He stayed loyal to the league when the others came and went. He got an ink on his skin, but he never changed his pen. Blood, you ain't good at rapping, but you're great at making friends. Impact was given. Blood, you ain't good at rapping, but you're great at making friends. Impact was given all the shots, but he's never made a dent.
And yo, save your strength. Because the energy I have for these, man, make them a lesser mission than a Tesla-driven cab. They both grew up on the best of Scribble Jam. But fuck it, I'll get them cut up in bush like Edward Scissorhands. And these desperate little stands, I've never been a fan. These arse whites are a shell of what they should be. This about to be a demolition, man.
Listen, fam. These man ain't a test. Don't take the total Michael. Anyone that poses rivals, approach us nice or no survival. We hold the title. He wrote the final. Chris, you are as old as vinyl. Chris, you are as old as vinyl. Collecting dust. Won't no one buy you. These 2 pricks ain't enough like COVID trials. Put a bat in his mouth. He's going viral. Twist, lose control and spiral.
Hey, while we're on it, him and his missus, therefore used his college funds to go do up Bush Tucker smiles and learn Thai boxing.
Just to come home and a tie boxed in.
Piss off your cunt. How'd you keep this bollocks up?
This is what happens when a kid proper young slips off to mums and watch Kickboxer once.
Then he be knocking about events in t-shirts that say shit like hip-hop is love.
You dumb cunt.
I love these numbnuts panicking. Jim Carrey in the mask, we see tongue unraveling. But yeah, fuck it, back to him. Back to him. Usually at events, You lot are who we'd like to avoid, fam. I'd be like, oh, you're right. Oi, Dan!
Because if you chat to him for a minute, he's talking about grime, instrumentals, and Lloyd Banks. I've got a 7-minute freestyle that could destroy rap.
And if you put his barnet on his head, he'd look like the Island Boys.
Island Boys.
All right. Let's go. I knew it's going to be a good one. We've got 5 rounds left. First round, impact and tongue twister. Let's go, bro. Hold it down, people. Hold it down.
Yo, so I don't even need to swing my fist to drop you now. And they do Thai boxing. And I'm going to get Fajita to knock you out. Check it, yo. When we asked her for a 2-on-2 matchup, that's dope.
We had hopes for a team with mad flows and quotes.
But him giving us these 2 whack clones is a bad joke. It's like saying,
Mum, can we have Shuffleland?
no, we've got Shufflo at home.
But fuck all the talking, I'm a savage.
You're corny, forced and average.
And you're dwarven short, but look like you're 44 divorced and just endured an awful marriage. All I need is something light to shine on Frost.
He isn't what we call a challenge.
The polls will reflect how we form the sort of patterns that put them in the sky like an aurora borealis.
And this will be like beatboxers trying to beat boxers. Keep watching me beat Frost just like Rocky and Meat Lockers. These blonkers speak nonsense.
You're dead in a box.
And you're getting buried with Frost like Steve Rogers. And look, right? You know when you're in your car and your missus is cross and you don't know where you are, so you sit and you stop and she's like,
I know where I'm going.
Let me say that again. Right. You know when you're in your car and your missus is cross and you don't know where you are, so you sit and you stop and she's like,
I know where I'm going.
yeah, but if you just listen to what...
I said I know where I'm going. Stop pissing me off.
See, this is a lot like when you win against Frost, bitching because you can't admit that you lost.
And you look brittle and soft. These are truthful facts. You've got about as much human mass as a noodle has. Hey, yo, listen. This puny twat looks like his diet consists of fucking cup of soup and bugle packs. And apparently Frost never lost. Me too. It's called a fucking Uber app or Google Maps.
You're useless, Frank. You've had a couple hits, but every other swing or punch is missed.
They are wordplay for the sake of wordplay.
That's nothingness. You structured it with stubbornness.
Bars with no value. That's what you suffered with.
So yeah, I'm talking to Frank, and it's about what substance is.
Fuck is this? When this slow nerd's talking, he flows words boring. I'd rather have to listen to my own bird snoring.
Wait. So now he's a ghostwriter because he wrote a dope verse for him?
Nah, you're just that beg friend that every head gets to do their homework for them.
Hey, yo, Frost. All this swagger and bragging rights is battle hype, when in reality you're a snowflake who's sad inside, unsatisfied with his sack of shite, crappy life. And that is why, after this, you might see Frost on the ceiling, hanging like a stalactite.
And you should have a snack tonight. Because I've never seen a dude that looks like such a nitty in my life. If crack was a person, it'd probably hit him in a pipe. It's like you lost to a southpaw who only threw haymakers and still ended up winning in the fight because you got outpunched by Lefty and he didn't even write.
See, you've got a good pen, which you have pushed a bit hard, but that affects your writing like having your hand put in the cast. Because it makes you choke. Yeah, man stood on his ass, Mike Reed in a Queen Vic.
What's that?
Frank butchering bars.
And you named yourself after a well-known criminal who went to jail for several offences, which is definitely senseless when you can barely even get through a sentence.
Because you both always choke, but can't admit you do though, but I guarantee in this, you can hardly spit and do choke, but it's hard predicting who though.
How are you going to remember his bars?
When you forget half the shit that you wrote.
Whoa! And that's why when you teamed up with Frankie, you got so excited. Not because he could help you hone your timing or give you pointers on your flows and writing, because Frank's likely to choke when rhyming and you want to go behind him like,
I know the Heimlich! Check it. See, they said they do well in in this sort of environment.
But this is their first battle and we forced their retirement.
You would make a good team if we ignore this requirement.
But you can't deliver bars.
And your shit are right in it.
Right, you lot woke up now, make some noise! Yo! Sounds like Impact, I've literally lost 10% of my hearing. My bad. Wait, sick clash. Round number 2, Frost and Frankie, let's go, bro.
Yo, so how are they gonna put Luke and Chris Hemsworth against Luke and Chris Jobsworth?
Top nerds, every bird ever on road avoided you. Do you know why? Because tongue twisters riddled. Motherfucker, they come to me to let off steam and get piped like a boiler room.
Blood, I'll make Twister's girl twist and twirl. With neck so good I give it pearls. I'll make that little kitten purr, introduce her to a different world. An Impact's chick would catch mad dick. Her she's into fucking girls as well, bro. That's sick. But I also heard she's the breadwinner. She's more of a man than man is.
And Chris, your whole gimmick is you look like, but you'll never drop it creatively. It's just a mockery, basically. So if I take it away from him, what could he say to me? You base your whole career off of other people's looks, like a modeling agency. Christina, you look like, right now I'm looking like a Grim Reaper. Fuck out of here.
Miss me with the bullshit, 'cause I ain't come here to play. I got the needle with the fake shit. You got nothing to say, just get up in my face. Twister been getting lippy, but it's not filler. And just like their style, that shit will wear out in a couple of days.
Plus it is strange how you bring up your own nose in your battles. Like, alright, it's gross. Motherfucker be like, hey, take your eye out. I'll blind you with it, like we know.
Would you like it, bro?
Motherfucker, the only kind of bloke that would cut his own nose off to spite his face because he wants to cut his face off to spite his nose.
Want me to wash my hands with him, get the gloves on, no contemplating. Don't flop his waiting for us to get surgical. This your cold operation.
I showed Tom I came with nothing but classic shit, like Biggie's Juicy Trap, so these bitches couldn't treat me like a dog with a Scooby snack. You never been as smooth as Frank. I draw birds on my boat like Rose in a room with Jack. I've been on Hinge and used the app, and now I got posh things on my line that are gin enthusiasts and goth things on the side that are gin enthusiasts.
Nah, cause they could never be as smooth as Frost. You put me on assist, I'll slide through the box. I'll put it where she likes, she can choose a spot. Celebrate on her knees and remove her top.
Are you stupid, Don? We came to take over thoughts. There ain't no remorse, but you guys rely on power to gain hope in war. But I'd rather be smarter when I break open doors. So killing you tonight, Hitler's suicide. This shit's literally brains over brawn. Fuck that.
I'm bored. These sad clowns will back down, because even if they throw in the kitchen sink, they're still gonna tap out.
Let's go! Let's go.
Oi, Frank. Hold it down. I said, Frank. You like wrestling bars, yeah? Well, for this, I didn't stop prepping, got stepping, hot-headed, head got severed in the shot, get him like when Brock Lesnar and The Rock went in the nope, I don't watch wrestling. I got severed.
Let's go! Right, let's go! If we did do wrestling bars, only he'll understand it. And Frank will be like, it's still real to me, damn it! And that's why you don't belong in hip-hop, like a racist opinion. You won't see Frost reigning in this climate, just them hailing my brilliance.
It's a rap for these bitches.
That's Arabian citizens' phrases getting broken down like I'm explaining an idiom. Yeah, I leave phrase in pieces. That's mosaic calligraphy.
And he's called Frost because he's never in a flow state and isn't deep.
You're both flaming shit to me.
You won't claim the victory.
Etymology lesson. By the end of this, you'll know phrases history.
Hold it down. I said, when he's penning his rhymes, he gets Americanized.
And starts spitting his flames crazy.
He switch and change and imitate
anyone who get in the game lately.
Your banks ain't bigger than James Avery. You played a villain like Wayne Brady. Frank's a shameless American copy, so it's really a fake they see like William H. Macy.
But you man are from London, innit? But you ain't greasy and that. But I'll be smashing windows if you're leaving keys in your flat. Yeah, I'm from St. Albans, but growing up, if you think I had it easy, you're tapped, but I still hate to be you, and that's just me being Frank.
Yo, fuck this little emo wearer. Don't let your ego flare up, because if we both square up, Frankie will catch a foot to the face like I'm Tito Vera.
And when you get pegged, is the only time you're busting with straps. And Frankie's confidence is non-existent, like your muscular mass. Soon as I get my aim on, phrase gone. You suck when you rap, and for the record, all I hear is Frankie bitching.
So fuck you right back. Facts. They say he's got... Come on. They said he's got dope writtens, but look, this bloke isn't that good. They so wishing he would, but he's just a note in an old visitor's book, so don't give him a push.
Oh, is he doing phrase wrong?
Does the Pope shit in the woods?
Listen. Ever since Frank started lurking, a lot of battle rappers' whims got cleaned. Do you know who you remind me of a bit? Who? Shock G. Because you brown-nosed your way into the hip-hop scene but did not leave.
You see, he gets animated and hyper when rhyming, practicing your moves instead of your lines and your timing. It's like watching The Simpsons, and I don't like what I'm finding, because as the animation improves, there's a decline in the writing.
And the only interaction you ever have with women is total rejection.
Back in school, your girl got banged while you were taking notes for a lesson.
Friend zone Frankie, game weaker than his vocal projections. Frankie's more incel than getting life without parole as your sentence.
And when you went against Frost, you said, Loch Ness ya, better hope one of your friends is a swimmer like Ross Geller.
Wait, did he actually say that?
Yep, and so effortless, except there was no relevance in those references in both sentences. Oh wait, Loch Ness, yes, I'm so getting this, because you claim there's a monster in there, but there's no evidence.
But wait, so it's okay for you to say swimmer instead of schwimmer on camera?
And like it does not matter, but yet they still call you the Don Dapper top rapper, but if I was to call you Frasier, they'd say that's the wrong grammar.
Do you know who's not the best? I think it's him.
So now you got
Do you know who's not the best? I think it's him.
So now you got two choices, sink or swim.
And you're a skinny nerd that's built like Mr. Burns.
Mad Frankie Fraser used to run things.
You two just need to make the gym your turf. You're still a verge.
That's a bit absurd.
And it gets worse because you named yourself after a criminal and you never did a bird. Listen, you're a couple of clowns, clearly.
You spit nothing that sounds scary.
And Frank Bean zipped up. There's something about Mary.
Love this shit. Final round. Frank and Frost. Let's go, lads. Let's go.
Yo! So Frost and Frank top the ranks. Phone, keys, wallet, shank.
Jeez. Frost and Freeze, name a bit of combination. We go together like Conte playing Son and Kane at the Tottenham Stadium.
Watch me wash these dumb suckers. They got a shelf life of hubba bubba. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth or tongue getting stuck on by Frost like Dumb and Dumber.
Motherfucker, there's two champs up in the place. Blood spilling, cut splitting, we getting punched in the face. But shit, we had to step up in the interim when most were running away. So these bars spinning past you hit hard as Francis and Garnu. But now you stuck in a cage and there's something to gain. Yeah, you fucking know that. This shit's more like Space Jam because you got it stuck on you by the monsters and now your talent removed.
Dragging this dude, he ain't got a Danny LaRue.
No, they haven't a clue. They thought they'd leave Earth and get a magical view. But once we started snapping on you,
back in the room, you man was grassing on each other. The second camera's in view, like Vlad interviews. Stick and move, see how we click, eat shit. Impact get washed out here and retwist. You ain't the guys you want beef with. I'll spin the ride if I see twist. Get weighed in, you best keep fit. You want smoke, you get green lit. I roll up, twist, and the ends getting sparked first. Careful what you say, because they may be your last words.
have a laugh. He did a diss against the only league he's ever been known from the mug. Like, don't proper cunts.
Unless they're giving him big battles, then he holds off the grudge. You battled your partner and did racist bars for 3 rounds. You said a lot of... You said a lot of racist shit. You said a lot of racist shit and got away with it. You don't get to say it because your mate did it. Unlucky for you, because times have changed now, Chris. Calling out colours gets hands and feet on your face now, Twist.
Prick did the biggest battle he's ever had and called DNA a Tex battler from West Africa.
Oh, what? That's hilarious.
Oh, what a cunt.
But then he did a stereotypical accent.
No, stop, I'm done.
I mean, you need to keep your mouth shut, fella, because it seems like racism's the only thing that ever rolls off the tongue.
Blood, is this the best you could sort us? I'll show Impact the impact of what a sword does. He wood chip, we sawdust, the sword buzz. I got twist at the end like sawdust. Nah, fuck that. I'm saying more stuff. Corkscrew, twist on the blade. What's tongue on? He gets spiked, licked off his face. I'm the guy, Dredge. You'll get clipped for a fade, and I'll come back once a year so I can piss on your grave.
Picture the stage. They ain't even here to out-rap us or even start talking reckless. They're just gonna push their own insecure obsessions. Like, but once I caught them stressing, now the walls have crept in and you all have slept in your thoughts inception. Cause you ain't even attacking us. These are just your projections. And I'm gonna lift your mind once the story's ended. Fuck out of here. And by the way, we got energy through the roof like a solar panel. And we just lit this bitch up like a Roman candle.
Watch their older battles, blood, both are cancelled. We got twist on Impact like broken ankles.
Let's go!
Yo, check it, yeah, right.
Round number 6, final round. Let's go.
Remember that sink or swim bar? Yeah. That was hard, but you literally did it again. You said his name's Gain, it's gone.
Hey, check it, right? These two are my lunch, and now the time's come, and I am racist. You fucking white cunt! Right, okay. Hold it down, I need to concentrate for this bit. Right. Yes, bruv.
Yes, bruv.
Right. What can we write for Frost and Phrase?
I don't know, mate. Maybe write a frosting phrase?
Great. I got some cold lines like I was Bobby Drake.
Wait,
What?
I just want to say, why is he on the stage?
Well, I guess they just squeezed Frost in.
And that's the icing on the cake. You ain't lit Frost dead it, cause I'm a bit hot-headed. If I swang this left, I'm banging heads. That's a Slipknot record.
You went from an emo goth kid rocking chicks cosmetics to hip-hop sweaters.
Easily triggered like a pissed off feathers. So I ain't gotta sit cross-legged and take a big long breath in, cause I can just run through Frost like the Wim Hof method.
And you see, Tom got his big shot, but it was a big loss. He had his shine, now it's gone, and he's proper pissed off. It's like Jack Nicholson when he got a bit lost. That's the end of The Shining. The twist is body in frost.
And you're the type to have bare girlmates. But none that ever would date ya. You just give them free attention and let them spend all your paper. Any attempt at a sexual favour ends in a failure. You getting blue-balled and I'ma put Frost in a box like a cryotherapy chamber.
And in battle years, you are 1 month old. But the amount of people you bite from, just untold. This cunt's just bold, so we must uphold. When they see who's frostbitten, it will make their blood run cold.
And I just know he thinks he's intelligent, but this simpleton's begging it. What you spit isn't threatening when you look like a wimpy prepubescent kid with pimple development. Listen, I'm about to expose the melting frost, but activism's irrelevant, because when you get stuck on the street, it ain't Extinction Rebellion.
Ooh, topical! Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. You know when Frost battled that female MC? Fuck, what was her name?
Loxy.
That's it. You know when Frost battled Loxy?
Yeah.
There was a problem.
Why?
It seemed like he had a lot to get off his conscience.
What happened?
He said, "I girl, come here often, trying to smash tonight, and no, it's not an option."
What?
I know.
Then what happened?
I don't know. At that point, I stopped watching.
Mate.
When you're rapping, you're taking the pee.
Because that sure sounds like raping to me.
And do you know what rhymes with? Are you Tom Baker?
Do not rape her. Listen, when you try to cuddle thoughts, they struggle lots.
And without the drink and drugs you got?
Listen. When you try to cuddle thoughts, they struggle lots.
And without the drink and drugs you got, you could never get a girl to suck you off.
You're like Dipset, because you can't fuck with locks, and I'm no detective, but even I can tell nobody wants a touch of Frost.
Shut your gob! It's simple. The only time you see this simple was when the chicks fooled like...
Oop, she's had a skinful.
Over a hip, no.
Listen, you've got a pill hobby like Bill Cosby. Yeah. You've got a pill hobby like Bill Cosby. Yeah, you're a proper freak. The only thing this perv's serving is dodgy tea like, oops, dropped an E, wasn't me. Hiding cameras in girls' toilets. You even watch them sleep. You even watch them sleep, but your name's Frost, so it's no wonder you're on a peak. What a creep!
So listen up, Harvey Weinstein. He also said,
I don't write bars, I write husband material.
he really did say this, and with one of the most serious faces. If your husband material, the material's made with a chloroform rag from a serial
Rapist! She really won't stay shit. Doesn't even want to know him. Now she's like,
Wait, what's in this drink? Because it's feeling proper potent.
he's still begging her to stay, still trying it on and groping. Baby, it's cold outside. I can see Frost approaching.
Hey, we spit raps that are killer.
You got shit raps that are filler.
And we did actually spin ya.
That's the impact of a twister.
Hey!